Sina?
Ayan.
Ay, nakasina. Ay, ano. Start. Two, three, go. Good day, everyone. Welcome to Ecom Sikahan. I'm your host, Daniela Gomez.
And I'm Lexine. And today, we're breaking down some big ideas that are super relevant to all of us, especially in this digital world.
So, in short, our hot topic for today is all about trends in online retailing, integration of offline and online channels, omnichannel strategies, and advantages and disadvantages of online retailing, integration of offline and online channels, and also omnichannel strategies.
So let's start with the first one. Trends in online retailing. Mobile commerce of m-commerce is huge right now. Everyone's shopping through their phones, whether on Shopee, Lazada, or TikTok Shop.
Exactly. In fact, a recent report from Statista says mobile commerce accounts for over 70% of all e-commerce sales worldwide. Grabe, no?
Yes, grabe nga. So, you can literally buy anything with just a few taps. Clothes, food, gadgets, etc. And these apps offer exclusive in-app vouchers to encourage mobile shopping.
And another trend is AI and personalization. Ever notice how online shops recommend exactly what you've been thinking of buying?
Yes, that's AI at work, analyzing your clicks, searches, and likes to give you personalized results.
And according to Shopify, 80% of shoppers are more likely to buy from brands that personalize their experience.
Like, I once searched for a pink tote bag, and every app started showing me pink shoes, wallets, even makeup.
Same here. It's pretty, but it's convenient.
And also, social commerce is a game changer. Now you can shop directly on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook.
And you can buy Korean skincare or other products during a TikTok live stream. And it's seamless and instant checkout. So social media is now the new mall.
Yes, that's true. And let's not forget, people now want sustainable and ethical brands. For example, Human Nature, a Filipino brand, so this offers eco-friendly personal care products. So shopper care about how products are made, not just the price.
So all right. Next up is integration of offline and online channels. Next po, yan. This is when physical stores and online stores work together to give a better shopping experience.
So exactly. One popular method is Boppies. So parang ang sarap niya, no? Pero hindi siya yung pagkain na. So, buy online, pick up in store. So, I recently bought a makeup set online and just pick it up at Watson. The next day, so super hassle-free siya.
Yun. And many physical stores even have digital tools like QR codes and self-service kiosks in store. So you can see product details, reviews, or even check prices like combining online info with an in-person tour.
And seeing inventory is a big deal. For example, you can now check if your size is available at your nearest Nike store before heading out. So according to Deloitte, over 70% of major retailers are investing in this kind of tech.
So um, now let's move on to omni-channel strategies. Basically, making the shopping experience seamless across all platforms like mobile, desktop, in-store, even through social media.
Yes, like adding something to your cart on your phone, then finishing the checkout on your laptop, or buying something online and choosing whether to have it delivered or pick it up in store. So it's all connected.
And brands are using this to understand us better. And ever receive an email with product suggestions based on what you browsed earlier? So that's data at work.
So totally. Zalora, for instance, uses your browsing behavior to suggest outfits that match your style. They even send discount codes to encourage you to complete your order.
Flexible fulfillment is also part of this strategy, like home delivery, curbside pickup, or return store options. And you can pick what's most convenient for you.
And get this. So Forbes reported that companies with strong omnichannel strategies retain 89% of their customers, compared to only 33% for those who don't.
So let's proceed to the advantages and disadvantages of online retailing, integration of offline and online channels, and lastly, omnichannel strategy.
So first, for online retailing, one of the biggest advantages is 24/7 convenience. You can shop anytime, anywhere, and of course, global reach. You can buy from brands all around the world.
And personalized offers also make online shopping fun. For instance, apps often give you exclusive deals and discounts based on what you bought or browsed before.
But on the flip side, there are some downside. So one of major concern is the risk of fraud since you're not only physically seeing the product, so you might end up with something that isn't what you expected.
Plus, there's no physical interaction, so you can touch or try the product before buying, which can be frustrating.
So another issue is decision fatigue. With so many options online, sometimes it's just too overwhelming to choose.
And moving on to integration of offline and online channels. So the biggest advantage is customer flexibility. Whether you're shopping online or in store, you get the option to choose how you want to shop and collect your product.
So real-time inventory updates also keep things smooth. And no more worrying about whether your size is in stock because you can check instantly.
However, there are some challenges like high maintenance costs for keeping physical stores and online platforms in.
And managing inventory can get complicated when you're running both an online store and a physical store. Plus, there are concerns with data privacy, as collecting and sharing information across platforms can sometimes lead to security risks.
And lastly, for omnichannel strategies, the big advantage is higher customer satisfaction, and it makes shopping easier and more convenient, and customers love that.
And you can also get improved data insights. Brands can better understand what their customer want and how they shop, which leads to better targeted offers and ads.
However, implementing omnichannel strategies isn't without its cost. So, high implementation costs can be a challenge, as well as the risk of glitches like inconsistent pricing or stock levels across platforms.
Plus, businesses need to keep up with ongoing tech upgrades and staff training to make sure everything runs smoothly.
So to wrap it all up, e-commerce is no longer just about having a website. It's about creating a smart, smooth, and connected experience for customers wherever they are.
Exactly, Parker. So, from mobile shopping to social media selling, and from click and collect to personalized marketing. So, the future of retail is all about integration and innovation.
And for businesses, um, keeping up with these trends is a must or risk getting left behind.
So, that's it for today's episode of Ecom Chikahan. Thanks for tuning in.
Catch you next time. Bye.
Bye! Saan na yung stop dito?
Yan, yan.
Hindi ko
Para
lang
naman
alam.
ano,
Tingnan natin.